welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Max. And today, we're going to be ranking the top 10 point guards in the league. Well, actually, we're just going to be ranking point guards in the league. Before I get into the video, like, subscribe, tell your friends my videos, and let's get straight into it. So first up, we got Kemba Walker. So I'm going to put Kemba Walker at star. I can't really put him at elite yet, because he hasn't won a championship, and he hasn't been to the playoffs in a little minute, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really put him at elite yet, but he's definitely getting there. If he can do something with the Celtics, and they can go on a run to playoffs and even the Eastern Conference Finals, or just how far they go, that depends on how he'll get to the elite status. So next up, we have De'Aaron Fox. He's definitely a great player. He's the facilitator for the Sacramento Kings. I like his intensity, and he's very fast. It's crazy. I think he's one of the fastest players in the league today, and I'm going to put him at good. You know, he's still a young player, and he's still learning how to play in the NBA and the pacing of the game. So, and he's still developing. So I'm going to put him at good. And he's definitely coming back every year and improving every year. So next up, we have Kobe White of the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to put him in average. I can't really say that he's good because, you know, he's still in his rookie season, and he's averaging, I'm pretty sure, about 10 to 13 points a game, and he's not at that 20 point per game level. That's where I put him like good or star. But I'm going to put him at average for now. I think he's going to keep developing as he goes further into his NBA career, but for right now, he's average. Next up, we have Stephen Curry. You already know where I'm putting Steph Curry. I'm putting him at... I'm putting Steph Curry at elite. We all know Steph Curry. He changed the way that basketball is played. You know, some NBA teams not shooting as much threes. To most of the shots they take are 3-pointers. You know, and he really changed the game, and it's crazy to witness this. He's averaging 3 NBA championships, what am I saying? 2 MVPs, and he's just crazy. He's crazy, amazing, crazy talented, and he's definitely an elite player. I think he's the best point guard in the league right now, and he's supposed to be coming back, March 1st, back from his hand injury. So I'm excited to see him. Next up, we have Rajon Rondo. He's definitely a veteran, and he's definitely not the same player as he was when he was with the Celtics. So I'm going to put him at average. You know, he's still a good player, but he's just not the same as he was when he was with the Celtics. So next up, we have John Wall. Now this is tough because I'm deciding between star and good, because, you know, as we know that he's injured. He's been out for a couple years, for a couple seasons, and I'm not really sure where to put him. I think that when he's healthy, he's definitely a star, but for right now, I'm going to put him at good. Next up, we have Colin Sexton. Now, he's a great player. I love him. He's my favorite player on the Cavaliers. I like the way his intensity that he brings to the team, and his winning mentality. And I'm going to put him at good. You know, he's also a young player still learning how to play in this league, and he's definitely developing every year. So I'm going to put him at good for now. Next up, we have Malcolm Brogdon. Now, Malcolm Brogdon, he's a great player. He's a great facilitator for the Indiana Pacers. I'm not really sure where to put him at. I'm gonna put him at good, because he's a great scorer, great passer, and he's very efficient as well. So I'm gonna put him at good. Next up, we have Mike Conley. He is now with the Utah Jazz, but he's not the same player as he was with the Memphis Grizzlies. So I'm going to put him at average. I can't really put him at good. Next up, we have Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving, I think, is one of the best point guards in the league today. And, he's out for the season. Hopefully he gets better and comes back next season with KD, and they go crazy. I'm trying to see a finals run. You dig? So, they're elite. Or he's elite. So next up, we have Ricky Rubio. Now, Ricky Rubio, he's a great player. He is a great facilitator, but I think that he's not what we expected him to be, because we thought he was going to be like the next Steve Nash or somebody coming out of the draft. So I'm going to put him at average, but he's still a great player. Next up, we have Dennis Smith Jr. We all know that he has crazy athleticism, and he is now with the New York Knicks, but I don't really hear as much about him as I used to. And I'm about to check his stats real quick, see what he's working with. Let's see what his stats are. And he's averaging 5 points. Yikes. So I'm gonna put him at meh for now. It's not bad. I mean, he's still a young player and he can definitely still evolve. He's also from North Carolina. Let's go, baby. But he's definitely meh for now. Next up, we have DJ Augustine. He's a great player for the Magic, but he's not anything crazy. But he's definitely a great ball handler. But for now, he's average. Next up, we have Reggie Jackson. Now, Reggie Jackson, he's a great player. He was just traded to the Los Angeles Clippers, and he's averaging about 14 points a game. So I'm going to put him at average because, scoring is very, it's easier now because there's less decent defense being played. So he definitely should be scoring maybe around like 17, 18. Then I'd put him higher. Next up, we have Ben Simmons. Now, Ben Simmons, he's a great player for the 76ers, and he's definitely a great facilitator for them, and he plays defense very well, and he also is a very intense player. I'm going to put him at star with Kemba Walker, because he's definitely an all-star caliber player. So next up, we have Eric Bledsoe. He was definitely a great player, and he's having a great career overall. His stats are that he's averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. And to me, he reminds me of a mini LeBron. And he's very intense, and he's very hardcore, being a small player, and he's very tough. And I like his mentality. So I'm gonna put him at. I'm gonna put him at good. I'm not gonna say he's average. I'm gonna put him at good. So next up, we have Russell Westbrook, the triple-double god. It's crazy that he averaged 3 triple-doubles in 3 seasons in a row. That's definitely something that's unheard of. And I'm going to put him at elite, no doubt. MVP, and he's a superstar type of player. And I think that's it for the elite players. So next up we have Jeff Teague. He's a great player. I mean, he's definitely not in his prime years like the elite players are. But according to this website, he's averaging 13 points. So I'm going to put him at average. So So next we have Kyle Lowry. He's a amazing player coming off an All-Star appearance and winning, and they're defending championships or champions. What am I saying? And Kyle Lowry is an amazing player, and I'm gonna put him at star. So, he's an all-star type of player. So next up we have Terry Rozier, the most disappointing player. He plays. He's a great player, but he's just not what I expected him to be. Because when he's playing with the Celtics, he was amazing, but he just wasn't getting that playing time that he wanted. And I think he can be a 25 points per game scorer if he really plays hard. But he is averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. So I'm going to put him at good with them. Next up, we have Dame Dollar. Now, I love Damian Lillard. He's on a crazy tear right now. Too bad that he's injured, but elite. I'm gonna put Damian Lillard at elite. I like Damian Lillard. I just said that I was done with the elites, but I like Damian Lillard. He's a great player. He's very clutch, and I like his game. He's really skilled, and he's always been the underdog, and hopefully they can make the playoffs this year. Next up, we have the infamous Lonzo Ball. Now, he was very hyped up coming into the league, and we thought he was going to be like the next Magic Johnson, or that's the way that he was hyped up, but, I think he's a great role player. Well, he's a starting point guard, but I think that if he keeps developing every year, he can really be somebody if he just keeps working hard. And for me, with him averaging 12 points, but 7 assists and 6 rebounds, I'm going to put him at good. Because not only is he a great rebounder and passer for his position, but he's also a great defender for his position. So I'm going to put him there. Next up, we have CP3 coming off an all-star season, or all-star appearance. Definitely not the same player that he was with the Clippers, but he's still an amazing player, even in his 15th year. And I'm going to put him at star. Let's go. Next up, we have Patrick Beverley. He's probably one of the best, if not the best, defender at his position, the Gary Payton of this era. And I love the way he plays, always getting underneath players' skins, and you just never see anything like that all the time. And that makes me put him, I'm going to put him at, he's a great player, but I'm going to put him at average, He's not nothing crazy. He's a great defender, and he knows how to put pressure on the defender. Next up, we have Ja Morant. He's having a crazy season. I think he's going to be Rookie of the Year over Zion. Well, I just think because, he's played more games, and, he's played a more full season than Zion. So I feel like they're going to be unfair and give it to Ja. And like and comment if you guys want to see me do an NBA predictions video. Back to this video, I'm going to put him at, I don't know. I think I'm going to put him at, I'm putting him at, he's like the best and good. Like, he's the best and good you can get. I think that if he comes out next season and does the same thing, he's a star player. But for right now, I'm going to put him at good. Like, he's the best. Like, the closest you can be to almost star. Like, he's almost, like, I put him right in the middle. So next up, we have Jamal Murray. He's an amazing player. A great point guard for the Denver Nuggets. And I definitely think that he's an underrated player. And he doesn't get the recognition that he deserves. And right now he's averaging 19 points So I'm going to put him in the good category because he's not an all-star level player. Bro, I know this dude, but I just don't remember his name. But I'll come back to it when I remember his name. So next up we have DeJounte Murray. Now DeJounte Murray, he's a great player. He has great length. I can't really say. I mean, wait, let me see who this dude is, cause I actually don't even know who this dude is. No cap. I'm just not gonna do him because I actually have no clue who he is. I'm not even sure. Comment down below who he is, because, you know, I don't know. So, DeJounte Murray, he's a great player. Great length for his size. He's just an overall great competitor. You know, congrats to him coming off his really gruesome injury. But for now, he's a average player. Okay, so we have Trae Young. He is an amazing player, one of the leading scorers in the NBA right now. He just came off his first All-Star appearance in his sophomore year, which is absurd. So I'm gonna put him at star. And for the last person, Goran Dragic. Now he's a great player, great point guard for the Miami Heat. You know, he's not. I don't think he's the same player because, you know, they added new pieces with Jimmy Butler, so he can't really play the way he was playing like a couple years ago when he had his first All-Star appearance. But he's still a great player, so I'm going to put him at good. So that will end off the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Here is my NBA tier, my NBA top point guards. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about my videos, and